behind your back! Yep. Sit down!
Every officer knows that a car stop can turn deadly in the blink of an eye. And every officer knows that you will be tested. And sometimes that test is to see if you're ready to be in the fight of your life. And that fight can be on the side of a busy highway. This is one of those. That white pickup truck just blew past that patrol vehicle pretty fast. It looks like the officer's red and blue lights are activated. It looks like the driver's straddling the yellow line. I'm getting some impaired vibes. Yeah, that's pretty erratic driving, this back and forth, in and out of the lanes and not making a decision.
Step out! Step out! Get out! Get out! Put your hands back here.
I ain't doing shit.
Put your damn hands back here.
Who are you?
Staff Sergeant Aldridge, Sheriff's Office.
My name is Wade.
Okay, it's gonna stop it right here. Closing the distance like that on that busy road, not the best tactic. The reactionary gap, which I explained before, is the distance it takes for the suspect to get to you and cause you harm. If you get that close, you're open to strikes. If they go to a tool, call them back to you is the much safer practice.
I don't care. Step to the rear of this vehicle.
In the name of who?
In the name of the law of the state of Georgia, step back here now or you're getting tased.
I'm going. Watch me now.
Put your hands on the back of that truck.
Do you see that?
Put your hands on the back of that truck.
The back of the truck.
Both hands. Turn around. 34, can you send me another unit? One non-compliant.
Your name is Officer who?
Staff Sergeant Aldridge with the Camden County Sheriff's Office.
Who county?
Camden County. Put your hand behind your back.
Do I have a warrant? Wait. No. Excuse me.
Gotta break this down because there's some challenges that I'm seeing here. Incredible danger for the trooper and the suspect. Handcuffing. There are three positions that we handcuff people. Standing, which we have the least amount of control. We can mitigate the danger by breaking the power base by getting the person off balance. But standing is least preferable with a no person or a maybe person. This gentleman is a no to maybe person, so standing would not be the ideal way to handcuff. Number two is kneeling. We get the person to kneel, interlock their fingers behind their head. We can even have them place them behind their back. More preferable to standing, but it's moderate control. And then the third is prone. We prone them out to where they're laying completely on the ground, and then we have the most control out of the three forms of handcuffing. But then there's another option is we can wait for another person. This driver looks like he trains and he's in some kind of shape. And on this busy road, do we want to be tussling around where these cars are whizzing by us? Get over in the safer area to do this stuff. Call the person back to you. This is getting me very nervous watching this.
Either put your hands behind your back or you're getting tased. I'm telling you that right now.
Why am I getting tased?
Because you are under arrest for speeding and reckless driving.
So also let me talk about the taser here. As you know, I went to Taser Instructor School, Taser International. I'm a fan of Axon. This model of taser, from the distances that I'm seeing, he's not going to get what's called NMI, neuromuscular incapacitation, to lock up the entire body. And that's a challenge. You're going to get pain compliance, but people can fight through pain compliance. Is this the ideal choice of tool, especially when we're on this roadway?
I'm not driving. Nobody was hurt. How was I speeding?
You passed me doing 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so that's a speeding ticket, right?
Sir, tickets in the state of Georgia are criminal offenses.
I don't have a ticket in Georgia.
You do now?
Why?
You passed me doing 100 miles an hour.
And what? Am I going
Hands behind your back. Yes, you are going to jail. Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Yeah. Yep. Stay down! Stay down!
Okay, the officer discharged his firearm, suspect went down. There's a lot going on here, and I'm gonna cover the things that are gonna help you understand this. First off, let's talk about the taser. And I briefly mentioned the taser before he deployed the taser. This is textbook of a person understanding that the taser ride from that taser is 5 seconds. If you watch it, he rode that for 5 seconds. And then when he turned, after the taser was no longer emitting that electrical charge, he starts swinging his arms to pull the probes out. I have seen surveillance video of prisoners training to get the prongs out of their body and to make the taser ineffective. To see that like this, it was just very clear that he rode it and then he was going to get the probes out of his body and engages the officer. The next thing is that the officer went through several levels of, and I keep my training stuff over, he went through the taser, then he went empty hand, and then he went with the expandable baton. This is an impact tool, and I've never used this here, but I'm gonna try to show you what this tool does. If you take it, it's an impact tool, and it hurts if you get hit with it. So I'm gonna try to do it without breaking anything in here, but that's what comes out. If you hit someone with it, it's painful and it hurts. If you snap it out, that's how it comes out. So he went to that and he attempted to get the suspect to comply. It did not work. The suspect went for, I believe, his throat, and it looks like the officer then discharged his firearm into the suspect's torso. There's a thing called the force wheel. Some people call it the force continuum, where the officer went through several different tools and none of them were effective in stopping him. Remember, I say, are you ready to be in the fight of your life any given shift? This is what we're seeing here in real time in this video.
Stay down! Camden, shots fired! Shots fired, Camden! Stay down! Do not give up! Stay down! Stay down!
So I want to talk about something else. The suspect is wallowing around. We saw a Brinks truck back up. I saw the Brinks truck going this way. They must have saw the officer involved in this situation. But I got to talk about something that's called sympathetic reflex. Sympathetic reflex is when the officer has his firearm out. This is a training firearm. He has his baton out. He's attempting to get the baton to go back in. Now, the challenge with sympathetic reflex is I have seen situations where a person is attempting to do one skill with one hand and they unintentionally do this, which is the sympathetic reflex. It's happened with flashlights where officers are on a person like this. They go to push the flashlight to turn the flashlight on and unintentionally or negligently pull the trigger. That's called sympathetic reflex. So in these stressful situations, you have to be incredibly careful that sympathetic reflex isn't something that occurs. And again, I'm just speaking from the position of a person who's been in officer-involved shootings myself, and I've been the sergeant of many. So I'm not speaking from an abstract position. So now we're at the point the suspect has been shot in the torso. The officer is attempting to get his tools put away, and we got the Brinks truck that just pulled up.
Stay down! Camden, shots fired! Suspect down! Can you send me help? Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Camden, are you clear? Stay down! Do not get up!
You alright? You got backup coming?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something that's really interesting that I'm seeing. So this is, I believe, the Brinks officer. It looks like a Brinks uniform. And I want you to look at the Brinks officer. I'm going to circle it for you. The Brinks officer's firearm. Now, this is called indexing. The finger that you use that goes into this trigger well, this is the finger when you're ready to pull the trigger is when it goes in. If you are drawn down on something or someone, it must maintain index. Now, there are people who may argue that, but this is the safest practice. Now, I'm not trying to come down on this Brinks guy, but I want you to understand that in these stressful situations, how quickly something can occur if you don't have the training and your positioning correct. So, I mean, it appears that his finger is right on the trigger, and what firearm that is, I don't know, and what could the trigger pull potentially be. But shout out to him for backing up and coming to help the officer. So again, this is not to speak disparagingly. This is a high level situation, and we want to talk about the best practices while we are in a potentially training environment. So indexing while we're down on that person, because who knows if someone's going to come up behind and whatever. You're on trigger and that could potentially happen. We don't want that.
Cover him! Grab the AD out of my trunk. Hey, you look at me. You ain't going no damn where.
You don't need nothing from me, right? I go, or you need
Get a statement from him.
You want a statement real quick before I go?
Yeah. God damn it.
The officer that just showed up shows up immediately, clears the vehicle because there was no traffic about what else went on in the situation. He immediately goes up to the vehicle, clears the vehicle, reholsters while still looking at what could potentially be the threat. This is definitely an officer who trains. The other thing I want to talk about is the officer that shot this guy should not be the guy that's on top of him doing this. These other officers should be clearing him off, getting him away from this scene. He's having to witness something through an already traumatic experience, and he says, you ain't going nowhere. I think he's basically saying, don't die on me.
Hey, knock my glasses off of me. I can't see.
Hey, this is. Do you have a gun? Or are you just fighting?
Fighting me.
Okay.
Can't find my glasses.
Where were you at?
They're back here somewhere.
Are you in the shape to be in the fight of your life? You hear me say it so frequently. This is incredibly stressful. I can't tell this guy doesn't look like he's in bad shape at all, but look at how stressful and drained he is after being in that short fight with this guy. Any given shift.
Those ain't mine.
That's not yours.
It's yours.
And just as soon as we get down here, get to the office, everything changed out, everything's fine right now, and we'll go from there, okay? Just stay right here, just relax, don't need to say nothing.
I don't know what the fuck.
Just relax.
He jumped out to help me.
Just relax.
God damn, my face hurts.
Good? Good?
Motherfucker.
Couple things I want to mention. Female officer with the ponytail and this other officer here. Shaped to be in the fight of your life. Is the ponytail something that suspect would have grabbed? And do we instantly have to go to our firearm because now our head is pulled all the way back? That guy had the officer's neck pushed all the way back. We have to be as tactical as we possibly can. There are people who will fight officers to this degree. This is serious.
Head up. Head up.
I'd rather be you sitting here. You're good. Head up.
Just relax, Buck.
What the fuck?
Hey. I'd rather be for you sitting here. You're good.
Okay. Good. Hey, you're good, man.
As soon as we
You're good.
get him checked out, we'll get him out of here.
Yep. Yep.
And then for
You hear the officer crying. I don't think those are crocodile tears. I mean, he's seeing his life flash before his eyes and then taking another person's life. I mean, this is, again, a very challenging situation. And I'm not speaking from a person who's not been there. It's not fun.
Keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up.
Ground is switching out with your pressures. I'm gonna go to
Look, right here. Let's get him here. You want the body camera from now? Okay. You're good? Let me ask you this, were you shot at? Okay. I'm gonna check you right now, just to make sure. Okay? Stand up.
He didn't have a gun.
That's fine. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure you ain't injured nowhere.
You want me to take his vest off? Are you good?
Leave it on. Here's what we're going to do. Give me just a minute. We're going to get you in the truck with duckweed and get you to the office. All right? You hear me? Yeah. All right.
Everything, we'll change everything out. Take all the stuff right here now. When he gets down to the hospital, we'll take it where y'all take it from.
Let him have everything out.
I'm not sure what that baggie of that green substance is that they put on top of the vehicle. If someone else knows from following this incident, please let me know. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. So I'm looking up the case here, and it looks like the subject that was shot, his name is Leonard Cure. He succumbed to his injuries. The Georgia District Attorney, Keith Higgins, announced that criminal charges would not be filed against the deputy that shot and killed the 53-year-old man on the traffic stop. This occurred in October of 2023. There's a couple of interesting things I'd also like to add to this. While I'm new to YouTube, I am not new to reviewing police dash cams and body cams. I've been reviewing them professionally since the early 90s. And I can tell you that in my critiques, it is only to help this profession grow. And I can tell you there were some tactical challenges that I saw and mentioned in this video. I don't make assessments on whether a shooting is good or bad. You can clearly see that what the district attorney said about it. There's an interesting postscript to this, and I'm going to attach. This officer was indicted on 4 federal charges on a different incident. It says here, I'm going to read this. It says a federal grand jury returned a 13-count indictment charging Camden County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Buck Aldridge, which is the officer that was involved in this incident. He is currently under this indictment for civil rights violations, and this is federal charges, and they are unrelated to this incident, and these were incidents that occurred before this incident. And I'd like you to read through that, because I'm going to read through it, because I find it interesting. If an officer is involved in a shooting, and like I mentioned they will scrutinize and look at every single thing that you do, and if this is for education, then maybe you can learn some things from it. You don't play policing. Policing is real. When I say put the hair in a bun, I say it for a reason. When I say be in the shape for the fight of your life, I say it for a reason. I go over these things and have these tools. I don't have to do this, but I care about the profession growing. And the emails that I get from the young people who want to join this profession, it motivates me to post every day because I want people to learn. I'm committed to this, and I appreciate you coming back. Shout out to all of the people who continue to support the channel. I truly appreciate it. And the people that put comments that are constructively educational in the comment section, because we are creating a community of education. Unfortunate, this person made the decision that they made. This can happen any given shift. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.